What's up, my creators? How are you today? I want to talk to you about print on demand and home decor. Did you know that it's estimated that the print on demand market is going to grow from $5.1 billion, that's what it was in 2023, to 59.3 billion by 2033? That is amazing. So you got to get in on this. All right. So consumers are, steady seeking, increasingly, they are seeking unique and personalized products, leading to higher demand for print on demand services. Okay. So the growth of online shopping has made it easier for consumers to access and purchase items, boosting the print on demand market. And improvements in the digital printing technologies have just really enhanced the whole efficiency and quality of print on demand services. It's attracting more businesses and consumers. In fact, in 2022, North America held over 35% of the market share, driven by technological infrastructure and the presence of major print on demand companies like Printful, Printify, Zazzle, and home decor, especially, is expected to rise in POD sales the fastest. And that's because of remote working, the whole global epidemic. People are staying home and they're looking to improve their spaces, their offices at home. So the print on demand industry is ready for substantial growth in coming years. So today, my creators, I'm going to show you how you can take your images from Midjourney, upload them into Canva to create stunning print on demand items like wall art, canvas wall art, um, pillows, what else? Mugs, just so many different home items and just things that people would use at home. So I want you to, get your mind ready and let's get into this. Okay. So if you're ready, I know I am. So if you're ready, let's go. So, what you're looking at here are some images that I created some time ago on Midjourney. So, this video is not about learning to create images in Midjourney. This video is about taking your images that you have already created in Midjourney and uploading them into Canva. So, I'm not going to get into the prompts and things about these images. So here are the images, and we are going to take one or two of these and put them on. We're going to upload them into Canva first, and then we're going to show you how you can create some wonderful designs and upload them into Printful or Printify for your online store. So, my creators, I love this image right here. So, I'm just going to right click on her and I'm just going to save this image to my computer so that we can upload it into Canva. All right, my creators. So now we're on canva.com and I'm just creating a new design and I'm going to do it in inches. The reason I'm doing it in inches is because if I remember, and I should have said this before or written it down, the image that we downloaded, the ratio was 9 to 16. All right. So I don't want to make it 9 to 16 inches here because that's rather small. So I'm going to make it 18 to 32. That way, my image will fit right onto the canvas because it's actually the same ratio. So it'll fit perfectly onto the canvas. So we are going to create this design in this size, 18 by 32 inches. All right, my creator. So I've uploaded the image. It's right here on the left. I'm going to click on it and it should fit perfectly in this workspace. And it does. Perfect. I love that. Now, this is absolutely beautiful. You could make wall art just off of this itself. It's gorgeous. You don't have to do anything to this if you don't want to. But what we are going to do, we're going to skip over to Printify. They have a lot more options for canvas wall art as far as the sizes are concerned. So I don't know if they have an 18 by 32. We may have to resize this, not sure. So let's jump over to Printify just to see. But while we're here, before we do that, I'm going to click on the plus sign here, which is to duplicate this page. I didn't mean to do that. That just duplicated the image. I'm sorry. I'm going to click on this one and this one, and this will duplicate the page. The reason I did that is because I want to show you a few things. If you wanted to add something to her, you could. If you went over to Elements and typed in, let's see, it looks like she has, what are these, like sunflowers in her dress? So if we typed in gold sunflower, we could put one in her hair or something like that. Let me see. Um, okay, let's click this one. Make it smaller. Could bring it up into her hair if you wanted to, but it's a little bright. So I think I would go to edit and bring down the transparency on here. I don't know why it's not letting me edit. Oh, there it is. Okay, now I'm going to go to adjust, and we are going to maybe turn the temperature down a little, and we're going to make it not so bright because we want it to kind of match her flowers on her dress a little more. All right, so you could do something like that if you wanted to. If you wanted to add some gold glitter or something, you know I love my glitter. If you wanted to add a headband, let's take this off of here. Let's put this on here. Let's put this up here, make it smaller. Now it kind of looks like a little gold headband on her hair, right? So you could do so many things with this if you chose to. Let's type in gold glitter. Okay, we got a lot of gold glitter going on over here. I don't know if that's kind of pretty. Let's see if we made it smaller. So you might want to do something like that and put it all over um, the image. So it's a lot of different things that you can do to this to either enhance it or just, give it some little effects. Because if someone else has the same image, maybe you want yours to stand out. And that's the important thing. Okay. You want to stand out. You don't want to be identical to everybody else because what differentiates you from anybody else, right? So there we go. So we have this one or we have this one. So whichever one you would prefer. Okay. So I'm going to download one of these and then we're going to upload it into Printify. So let's download the second one. So I'm going to click on this image, page 2, and now I'm going to click on share and download, and you want it to be a PNG, and we're going to increase the size. Let's make it at least 2.5, and we only want to download page 2. All right, so Canva's going to download this and we're going to upload it into Printify. All right, so now we are on not Canva, I'm sorry, we're on Printify.com, and I just went to the catalog and I searched out wall decor, and I'm going to use this one. This is the matte canvas. This is by Generic Brand. and we are just going to start designing. They have over 60 different sizes. So we are going to start designing, and we're going to see if we can find a size that's close to what we have, which is the 18 by 32. All right, my creators. So once you click on start designing, then the design workspace will open up for whatever product you're using. And over here, we want to choose select variants because I don't want a horizontal size and I want a vertical size. So we're going to scroll down to the verticals and we're going to see if we can find something closely related to 18 by 32. I don't see 18 by 32, but we're going to choose the 18 by 24 and we're going to see if we can make our design work rather than having to resize. So I'm going to deselect the horizontal size because I only want one size and I only want the one color as well. We just want a plain white background. So over here, we're going to start designing. Now, um, had I not already created the image in Midjourney, if I knew the print size beforehand, I could have tried to make the size close to what Printify is asking for. But it really doesn't matter because I realize with Printify, they're all different sizes for each different they're different size requirements for each variant. So we're just going to try to make ours work. So we are going to now upload the file and we are going to see what happens. All right, so it is uploading the file. And while it's doing that, I failed to say, for those of you who are new, remember when we were on Canva and I was downloading the image, when I said I was going to make the size larger, I was referring to the resolution. Okay, so the resolution size, we made it, I think, 2 point something because we wanted to make sure that our DPI was at least 300. And you can see right here, the DPI is 320. I'm pointing right here on the right hand side. All right, so now here's our image. Now, what we want to try to do is fit this within this first rectangle because the ones on the side, the outer ones, that folds over. Okay, so let's see if we can get this image to fit across the canvas without losing too much. So creators, all I did was click on preview right here in order to see these mock-up previews. And these are options which could be loaded into your Etsy store. So this is the front. I think this is gorgeous. It came out so very pretty. And this is the side preview. This is nice too because it shows your customers the depth of the canvas wall art. So this is very pretty. Now, keep in mind, we can use the same image for a mug or a blanket or, any other home decor. So let's actually try to go back over to Canva and see if we can create use this image for a mug. Pardon me, creators, we actually need to stay on Printify just for a moment because since we're creating a mug, we want to go ahead and check the print area size so we know what size to design our mug in. So back over on Printify, you can find things in two ways. You can, as long as you're in the catalog, you can just kind of hover over catalog and it will give you the whole what do you call this? Like a menu, I guess. And you could go over here to home and living. You could click on mugs or you can type it in the search bar. So I'm just going to click on mugs right here. And then we're going to select the mug and decide which one to put it on. I want to put it on a large mug. This one has two different sizes. This is the 11 ounce. This is the 15 ounce. Let's just put it on the 15 ounce for right now. So I'm clicking on this because I want to see what size I need to create for designing this mug. So this is a 15-ounce mug, and this is the generic brand. I think that's one of the most popular brands on Printify. So if you click on Start Designing, it's going to let us know the print area size that we need for this 15-ounce mug. And here it tells us 2790 by 1219 pixels. So we should go over to Canva and we can perfectly resize our design and make it into the size to fit on the mug. So let's go. So now that we know what size that the design for the mug should be in, the pixel size, we're going to go to resize on the top left. We are going to go to custom size and we are going to make sure the units is in pixels and we're going to change it. The width is 2790 and the height is 1219. I'm going to scroll down and we are going to copy and resize this because I want to maintain the original design. So copy and resize. Canva is working its magic, and in a moment it's going to ask me if I want to open it. This is the new design or the new resized file. So when we open this up, we get this. All right, so you can see that the because it was resized, everything is moved around. So I'm going to turn this black for a minute just so that you can see all of the elements are still there. So here are all the elements. All right. So let's keep it black just for a moment. This just makes it easier for you to see the elements. We'll turn it back to white in a minute. Um, okay. So we, first of all, if this design is too tall to make this picture the background. Because if I do this, if I right click and I say replace background, you'll see what happens. So that's not what we want. We want the entire image. So I'm going to undo that. And what I'm going to have to do, I am going to have to separate her, and hopefully it works well, from this beautiful kind of watercolor background. So when I click on the image, I'm going to go over to edit, and now I'm going to go to Magic Grab, and hopefully it will grab all of her face, and it looks like it is. It kind of gives you a preview of everything it can grab. So we're going to click on this. We're going to click on her clothing. So we have everything. So we're going to separate her from the background by clicking grab. All right. So now if we move her over, you can see that it did separate her from the background. So now we can make this the background. But before we do, because I want you to be able to see all of these elements, I'm going to keep her on the black background. I'm going to take the, what is this, the hair headband. Let's layer this and put it to the front. Put it back on her head. And because this picture is wider, we have to make this a little wider so that it fits properly on her hair. All right, these are going to go on the front of the design. So I'm going to click or select the headband and I'm going to hold my shift key. I'm on a PC and I am now going to group the two of these. So there's group, okay? So here we go. So now I can actually, because I want all of her hair to show. So on this one, we can actually control this and make this smaller so that the entire image fits on here. Make it a little smaller. Perfect. All right. So now our background here, we're going to make the entire the entire background. So let's right click and choose replace background. All right. So what I want to do, I think I want her because I want her to show on all sides of the mug. I'm going to duplicate her. All right. So let's click on it and right click and let's say duplicate. And let's duplicate it one more time. So now I'm going to go to position and I am going, well, actually don't do position yet. Let's move these across here. Let's put this one all the way to the end. And let's get rid of this black back here. Let's make it white. Oh, all right. Oh no, what happened there? Okay, this is because the margins are on. So, okay, we'll leave that alone. Let's move her over here to the edge. Now, they don't quite look lined up. So I'm going to hold my shift key and select all three of these. I'm going to go to position and we are going to line them up vertically and horizontally. This makes sure that they're all lined across the top and the bottom evenly and also spaced evenly. All right. So now I'm going to just grab some of these glitter things and I'm going to just duplicate them. And I think I'll duplicate them individually because I want to space them in certain spots. Some maybe make a little larger. So it can kind of be sporadic. Just don't want it on her. I don't want it to cover her pretty face. Okay, let's duplicate this one. I'm going to put it on the end there. Just trying to make sure we don't cover her face. All right, so let's duplicate that. Let's pull this over here. I don't know why this one wants to cover her face. You know what? Let's flip her around. Let's see. Yeah, we'll flip her around because I'm trying to get this glitter to be at the edge of the cup, but not on her face. I want to rotate this a little. All right, so let's duplicate this again. Put it at the top. So let's see. Let me trash that one. Let me duplicate this one because we want the glitter to really stand out. Because since there are no words on here, we just, want to give it some nice glittery effects. I think it'll be really pretty on a mug. So again, you would just kind of finish doing this, and then we will have a finished product. One more time. And one more time there. Put some at the bottom. Uh-oh, I moved way down there, didn't it? And right over on the end, and put this one over here. Gotta put a few at the top. All right, so I think we are just about done. Put one more over here at the top and one on the very end and one in the middle. Okay. All right, so I think we are just about done. And for some reason, it looks like it's more over here than over here. So I'll put one more there. All right, guys. So now we have our beautiful design. So now all we have to do is click on share on the very top on the right, click on download, and we want to increase the resolution. So let's make this maybe just 2.5 because we want it to be at least 300 DPI when we upload it to Printify. So let's download this and then we're going to hop back over to Printify to upload this. All right, my creators, we are down to the home stretch. So now we are back over on Printify, and this is the same design space where we went to find out what size we needed to create our design in for this mug. So when you click on image, here is the information 2790 by 1219 pixels. And this is the size that we created over on Canva. We resized the design into this. So now I'm just going to click on upload and I'm going to start uploading this file. So that's all you need to do. Just upload your file. And once it starts uploading, you'll see it on the left-hand side and it's moving pretty fast. And it's going to add it to the library in just a second. All right, perfect. So here is the file, and it tells you here on the right-hand side that the resolution is 750 DPI. So that is wonderful because we only need 300. So when we upscaled or when we upsized it, when we downloaded this image from Canva, remember we changed the size 1 to like 2 or something like that, 2 point something. So it increased the resolution. Now, back over on the design space, you have to be careful because if we click preview, it's going to show us the mug and it looks like everything is going to print perfectly, right? But I would always advise you to send one of these mugs to yourself before you send it to the customer because you see these lines, these white and black dotted lines. This is actually the safe print area. So, just to be on the safe side, you want to reduce the size of your design just a little. All right. So, okay, we'll do like that. Because we just want to ensure that we get as much of the design on here as possible. So now it might work very well, but you're not sure. So you want to look up on Printify the information about sizing. But I've been told I've never had a problem. It's always printed out correctly for me, even when it was the larger size, because we did create it in the size that they told us to. So I guess you could argue that point. But just in case, I would do that, but it's up to you. It looks just as good either way. And so you see when we made the 3 images of her, when we kept duplicating her, we made 3 of those images, one on the left, one in the middle, and one on the right. So the one in the middle is this front. This is the one on the right-hand side. And you see over here, that's why I wanted this glitter all around here, because I wanted it to show all over. And then this is the other side of the mug. And you see the glitter is all around there. All right, my creators. So I have shown you how you can take a Midjourney image and edit it in Canva and then resize it and upload it to Printify for whatever home decor item that you are interested in selling. So if you did find this video at all helpful, I would really appreciate if you give me a thumbs up. I would love if you would share it and also subscribe to the channel and also subscribe to my Facebook group page. I'll have the link in the description and also in a pinned comment. All right, my creators, thank you for checking me out today. And I want to remind you, the more we create, the less we hate. And I will see you in the next video.